What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today we are at the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring. So if you guys missed the previous episode, do check that one out, as today we are heading to the session with some cloudy weather conditions and the probability of rain is very low. We are at the bottom of the R&D chart, so we need to improve our car. So we have put some development plans, and we are also doing some practice sessions so that we can gain some of the upgrades to our car so that we can be much faster. So here in our first banker lap, or rather the first lap of Q1, we are just trying to gain as many positions as we can. So as we just cross the finish line, we go P9. Obviously this is not the actual result, because later we fall down the order because the others improved and we finish in P18, and our teammate was in the P22. So it was a disappointing start for our teammate, but I hope he can turn around the things in the race, as finally we are using the R&D upgrades to develop an upgrade of minor internal combustion engine. So hopefully it will be successful and not result in a failure. So this is our setup which we are using, and Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Leclerc and Norris are the front two grid, as Mercedes have put their car in the first row. So it is a very excellent performance from Mercedes, as we are starting at P16 because some of the other competitors had some grid penalties. So it's fire red lights and away we go for the start of this Hungarian Grand Prix. It is a decent start for us because obviously we had some wheel spin and we are trying to gain as many positions as we can. As you can see in the front row, I think the Ferrari is trying to overtake a Mercedes, but however we get boxed in by the AlphaTauri and Aston Martin. So we need to be careful so that but however we made some contact with Vettel. So fortunately we did not have much of damage. So as the Haas team is just trying to overtake us, as we have a tank sliver movement, so we just need to compose our car so that we do not lose much of our positions as we just go wide around that turn. And obviously Schumacher made a little bit of contact with us, but unfortunately we did not have any of damage, as again we just had some little bit of contact with the Haas team behind us. So yeah, we need to be careful because the track is very narrow here and our cars are very wide. So again you can see here we just made a small mistake, as our car is a bit loosey at the rear end and Schumacher overtakes us. So it is a very disappointing start for us, as we we are just losing positions, I think, because it is a difficult race in this Hungaroring, because it is difficult to overtake. So we cannot afford to lose positions, otherwise it becomes difficult to overtake them again. As you can see here, the Aston Martin of, I think this is Lance Stroll, as he was just trying to go around the outside, but somehow we just managed to keep our nose in, as we had a little bit of wheel spin, or rather say wheel banging, but fortunately we did not have much of a damage. As you can see, our car is a bit loosey at the rear end, so we need to catch that car, otherwise it will be going for a tank slapper. Again, just Stroll tries to overtake us and we just keep our nose around the outside. So will we be able to manage it? Yes, but however we get damage because Stroll just hits the side part of our car, which gives us some floor damage. So that is very unfortunate of us, because here it is a very technical track and downforce is necessary, and already we are suffering from the lack of rear downforce. So this damage is making it much harder because the car is just trying to slip away. As you can see here, even the AlphaTauri of Tsunoda just made a slight bit of contact with us. So yeah, the floor damage is quite a difficult thing to control, because our car is just sliding away. As you can see here, Magnussen just tries to overtake around the outside, but still we are having some a bit of rear, I think, slide because of this floor damage, and obviously our car is not perfectly upgraded. As I think this is Guan Yu Zhou, he had an engine failure, so unfortunate of him, because in the French Grand Prix also he had an engine failure and got DNF, and this Hungaroring also he got DNF. So it is an unfortunate thing for the Chinese driver, as I think this is Albon who just made an overtake inside of us. So it is a very good racing from the Williams guy, as he just goes around the inside and he gains the position. So we are at P16 now, and Magnussen is just behind us, and obviously the Haas has a superior Ferrari engine, so it is a challenge for us to keep Magnussen behind, because though the track is narrow, but still engine power is crucial for making such overtakes, as we also have the damage of the side pod, so which is making things much difficult for us, as we are constantly trying to fight the car so that we just can keep it in the road. As you can see from Latifi's POV, he just made an error, like he went for a spinella. So yeah, it is classic Williams Latifi thing. So yeah, what can I say, it is a yellow flag was caused by that incident. So now again we are green flag racing, and you can see here Tsunoda is just 2 tenths behind us, and obviously the AlphaTauri is a much superior car because of its I think it has some R&D upgrades from the Red Bull engine also, so it has much better technical capabilities, so it will be a different thing for us to keep him behind. So we will be trying to gain as many positions as we can, but we will also be trying to defend our position as our teammate just goes into the pits at the end of the lap 18. And obviously our tire wear is also going up, so we decided to pit at the end of lap 19 so that we can have some fresh set of hard tires, as our mediums is already 73% wear. So I hope our team gives us some good pit stop, but unfortunately the rear left tire was a bit late to fit, so that causes some pit time loss for us, as here at the lap 26 we are under the blue flag conditions, so which means the faster cars are approaching, which is George Russell, Hamilton, and I think Charles Leclerc. So we need to give them some space so that they can go ahead, otherwise we will be getting some penalties, and we obviously do not want that, as we are already in the P19 position, and by getting some penalties we will be at the back of the grid, so we do not want that, as we will be losing some sponsor revenue also. So now here at the lap 31 we are also again getting blue flag conditions from the Red Bull guys, so yeah, it is a good day for the Red Bull team, as they are just trying to gain as many positions as they can. Here at the lap 33 you can see that George Russell is out of the session. So Russell was starting from P1, and at the end of lap 33 he just did DNF because of an engine failure, so it is an unfortunate thing for him. And you can see that in the French Grand Prix also Carlos Sainz was P1 but he got DNF'd. So here in this Hungarian Grand Prix also George Russell was P1 and he got DNF'd. So yeah, it is quite a thing in this race, as Lewis Hamilton just flying around the last corner to win this Hungarian Grand Prix, and the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc just goes P2. And obviously we had a tough race because of this damage, and our car was just very sliding over the place, and we crossed the line to go P18. So it is what can I say, a remarkable race for the other teams, but our teammate Dragovic got the driver of the race, so GG's to him, as our team is just making some progress, as Hamilton, Leclerc and Norris get the positions in the podium place. So yeah, GG's to those guys, as Sainz, Verstappen had a poor day, and Perez, so the Red Bull did not get much of a results, as Alonso of Alpine and Esteban Ocon put their car at the top 10 position. So it was a good day for the Alpine team also, as Mick Schumacher goes into P13, so it is a good drive from Schumacher also, and Dragovic P17 and we are P18, as we had a difficult day for us, but it is good to see our teammate is making some progress, as Charles Leclerc takes the lead of this championship again by 4 points. So anyone can be the winner of this Constructors Championship, as Ferrari is taking the lead over the Red Bull. So I'm eager to know who will be winning this championship at this end of this season 1 of our career mode, and hopefully you guys will also eager to know that, as we get some rewards from our sponsors, as we do some R&D upgrades, because the monocoque structure upgrade failed, so again it will take 27 days to develop this upgrade. And also we are doing some heavy damper upgrades which also failed at the earlier event, and now here we will be choosing our rival, so it will be either Stroll, Vettel or Albon. So I'm going to choose Stroll, so Stroll will be our rival for this season till the end. So this was the Hungarian Grand Prix, and the next episode will be the Belgium Grand Prix, which is one of my favorite circuits. So subscribe this channel for daily F1 22 video, and do subscribe, and peace.